Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill today, Garrett Cole.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, a strikeout for Garrett Cole. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's William Contreras. And that misses. Ball 1. Contreras in his 4th year, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. 2 outs. Foul ball there. That's off the inside corner. Now 2 balls and a strike. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 outs, base is empty. And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And the righty deals. And that's outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. On the ground to third, Cabrera tosses to first. That's out number 3. Gone in order are the Brewers, and now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're watching Yankees baseball on The Show, NYC. Back now in the Bronx. Starting on the mound in this one, Freddie Peralta.
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. That's down and in. Breaking ball misses down and away. In the air, left field, down the line, that is a foul ball.
No, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Just missed. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Stays alive. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. First offering. Runner goes. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Move to second. Volpe dives back in safely. Fires over to Hoskins. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And another ball. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, 1 out. Bellinger up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, 1 out. Base hit! And he's out at third. Couldn't get back to the base. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Terang over to first in time. That ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Scoreless after 1. Back at Yankee Stadium. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Cole back to work. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
And the count 1-2. On the ground, Chisholm sends it to first and quickly one away in the second. Here's the left fielder, Sal Frelick. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Yeah, that drops in for a strike.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
That misses.
1-2.
And that is ball one. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Swing and a pop-up. Chisholm. And there's two down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Reese Hoskins stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Swings through that one.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. On the ground to first. Oh, great stop from his backside. Nicely done for the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
And we're back. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Up and in, and it's 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Goes down looking. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Strike one.
It's 0-1.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Mitchell fires it in. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Spoiled that backdoor breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty nicely the opposite way. That's great hitting. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And the batter now, Anthony Volpe, in there at the knees. It's 0-1. Second inning here, no score. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. Fires over to Hoskins. That ends the frame. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Oliver Dunn. Swing and a foul straight back. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. That's outside, and it's 1-0. Dunn at second with nobody out. Cole checks the runner.
Hey.
Dunn back in on a dive. That's inside, and the count is 2-0. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Swing and a pop-up. Chisholm. And makes the grab. And there's one down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang. And that one off the outside edge. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And another ball. Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now the right fielder, Jackson Chourio. He's 0 for 1. Off the mark there.
That's a ball.
1-0.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
A sliding stop. Can't complete the play despite a great effort. So it's runners at the corners. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Christian Yelich getting ready to hit. First pitch misses. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Pitch is in for a strike, and the count even 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. Chisholm tosses to first, and that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Bottom of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
That misses the zone. 1-1.
1-1.
And that's in the dirt. Fouls one off. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Let's go, 2-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That misses the zone, and a full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He reached on a walk his first time. That's to third, done. Judge out on the play. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
You could encounter the great, so you could get shipped and counter the weight, but you counterfeit. I countered your fits, led you astray. No worse way.
That one catches the zone. Strike 1.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed.
Low.
That one misses. 2-0. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well and the rest of the infield.
And there's a fly ball deep right field onto the track, and he makes the catch. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. As we go to the top of the fourth. And now here is William Contreras.
He is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
And that one fouled off. Lined into left center, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Right through there for a strike. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
0-2 now. And ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Next for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Frelick measures 5 feet 8 inches, 24 years old, and he's usually in right, today starting in left.
Boog, if I was to break it down and make it simple, I would say right field's kind of a chill spot compared to left field. Left field's that second hot corner, in my opinion.
Man at first, one away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. That one a little bit high. Ball one.
1-0.
And another ball.
Well, knowing that his hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake.
Judge makes the grab, and that is that. Milwaukee leaves one. They're down 1-0. Ready to go, bottom four. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That one down the line. Fair ball.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 1 with a flyout. To third. Over to Terang. 1 on to Hoskins. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now at the plate, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Oh, that fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. And he's already singled in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. Out to center. Mitchell going after it. Makes the catch. And that ends the inning. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We're headed to the 5th. Yankees 1 and the Brewers nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Oliver Dunn. Cole back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
He goes down looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Into center. Bellinger in a full sprint. Brings it in. 2 up, 2 down. This is Bryce Terang. First time up was a pop out. And a big swing and a miss.
It's 0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
On the ground to the left. Over to Goldie. And that'll do it. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And that is downstairs. Ball 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
At the plate, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Pulled for 2 in this one. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here is Aaron Judge. Runner on the go. Throw. Save. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. And that's way high. Ball 2. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Ryan Hudson, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Ashby warming up as well. Inside. And now 3-0. And a foul ball. Chisholm leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Popped up. Hoskins makes the grab for the second out. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That does it for Freddie Peralta. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment. Ryan Hudson comes on now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Here's Cody Bellinger. He's already homered here in this one. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Here comes Jazz, and he scores. And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 down. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. There's a strike at the knees. Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. So he blasts one out the other way. It's 4-0.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So 2 away with nobody on. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Freeland hauls it in to end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, top 6. Now it's the right fielder, Jackson Chourio. Singing. Four homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
And now it's Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Now batting, catcher, William Contreras.
And here's the catcher, William Contreras. 1 for 2. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Squirts away a little bit. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back there. On the warning track and hauls it in.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
And now it's going to be Garrett Mitchell. And that's in for a strike. Runner takes off. Pitch misses.
That's a ball.
Throw, save.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Man at second. Yeah, that's fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. The Yankees 4 and the Brewers nothing. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the 6th inning. Here is Goldschmidt.
For you growing up in New York City, being you're a big sports fan, tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Great effort on the leaping grab.
Didn't look like he had a great read off the bat, but recovered, got to a nice angle, put himself in a position to make a nice leaping catch right there.
And the batter now, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Dunn makes the grab, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And here is Oswaldo Cabrera. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
That's a ball, went with the sweeper. And another ball.
Hey, ha!
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Chourio makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here in New York, we go to the top of the 7th. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. And first offering is fouled off. And that
That's
one
the ball.
cutting but missing down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
And it really looks like
1-2
these hitters
count.
have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but
Ball,
they've
that's
not been
it.
able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts the 7th with a leadoff double.
Up next for Milwaukee, first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And it's Reese Hoskins up to the dish. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Yankees, Tim Hill.
Number 41.
and sell my CD. This is my greatest hit. If it don't sound good, maybe it ain't for you. You want the stardom and the fame, but refuse to pay dues. Ain't nothing in this game getting handed to you. It took me 25 years to get a #1 hit. Now that bar's been raised, I gotta keep it legit. I got fans who expect a lot from me. I also gotta get respect from my fellow MCs. But some won't like what I do on the mic.
Fastball for a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Hoskins pushes it foul. Man at second.
Ball.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Just
Nope,
misses
ball.
with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. Gone. And they cut into the lead. It's 4-2. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Next for the Brewers, Oliver Dunn.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
0-1.
Hill, in his 7th season, he features a sinker, a four-seamer, and he works in a slider. Lined into right. Judge hauls it in, and there's one away. Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Up the middle, Volpe whips it to first on the run, and they get the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So up next, Bryce Terang. That one's in there. That's strike one.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for them to stay down around the knees to be effective.
That one missed.
Ball.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the top half of inning number 7. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Got him looking for the strikeout. Went back to the sinker and it was successful, but not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Nick Mears.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So back to the top of the order, and here is Anthony Volpe. That one not close, and that is ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, done. Tosses across to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 3. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. And they add to the lead. It's 5-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Base is empty, 1 away. And next for New York, Aaron Judge. Judge rips that one out. Number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
High fly ball, right field. Chorio. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Solo homer extends the Yankees lead. It's 5-2. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ian Hamilton. Back to the top of the order, Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. First pitch, and he just misses. And there's a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Up the middle, Chisholm fires to first on the run, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Showing us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand, but what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets, and it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
Yelich in the box now. No balls and a strike. Yankees up by 3. Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
One down, and now William Contreras. And a slider in there for a strike.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Yelich, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Chisholm slings to second on to Goldschmidt. That's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Yankees 5 and the Brewers 2. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Mears back to work. Just missed.
1-0.
And another ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center, and it's caught for the out. Now here is Austin Wells. That's off the mark. 1-0. And there's a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
One down, base is empty. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one is back. And out of here. And they tack one on the board. It's 6-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Nick Mears gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Aaron Ashby.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit.
Now back left fielder.
Runner on at first with one gone. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Activity in the bullpen. Yoel Payamps up and loosening in the pen.
One and two.
Swings and misses. Well done behind the dish.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Cabrera, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
1-1.
The changeup missing, and that's ball one. A little out front there as he swings through it. One run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
2-2.
This one in the dirt. The 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Two outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. On the ground to short, Ortiz. They get the force. That is the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up for the Brewers. Back in New York, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Garrett Mitchell. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 1-2. Hard hit left side. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. In there for strike one. Mitchell gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Just missed.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Devin Williams.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Williams, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Fastball for a strike.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss. Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
He's 2 outs away. Oliver Dunn digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Next to hit, Joseph Ortiz. First offering, and it just misses. 2 aboard, 2 outs. That one's in there, and the count 1-1. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
1 strike away. That's off
That's
the
the ball.
inside corner. Counts full, 3-2.
Count is full.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
On the ground to Jazz. On to first. Ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.